What's up guys, Aidan O'Brien back with a brand new video, and today I'm talking about why you should be unlearning and how to do it. So we all know how important learning is, but unlearning is equally important, and in some cases even more important in learning, because there's so much beliefs you have, so many programs of thought, patterns of thinking that are not serving you, that are just automated, they're built in, you've done it so often, it's not even conscious now, it's unconscious. So, in coaching terms, we have an exercise we do with people, S plus R equals E, stimulus plus response equals experience, and we teach people how to create a space between the stimulus and the response. For example, you're driving and somebody cuts in front of you or stops suddenly, that's the stimulus, and then your response will determine your experience. So you could go nuts, effing and blinding, cursing them out, or you could have a different response that will change your experience, right? Because when you allow yourself to get angry and reactive, now your experience is raising your stress level, higher cortisol, more adrenaline, more anxiety, and it's not good. Whereas if you can pause and choose a different reaction, not just in traffic, in your relationships, in your business, in your job, everything, you will have a different experience in your life. So when it comes to unlearning, what we have to do is we have to be more aware, more conscious. So when things happen, or when we're about to do something, when we're about to choose an action, that we can pause for a second, just create some space for a second where we can actually say, okay, is this pattern, this automatic habit, is this serving me? Is this moving me in the direction of where I want to go? And at that point, we can start to unlearn these old patterns, because as soon as you become aware of a pattern, as soon as you become aware of a thought process, an automatic reaction, now we can actually change it. Because you have to become conscious first. You have to start becoming more self-aware. So unlearning is very, very powerful, because when you become aware of what you're doing, you can now choose a different reaction, okay? And when that's an unlearned behavior, now you can replace it with a new positive, a reinforcing behavior that's going to move you towards your goals, okay? Move you towards the person you want to become, which is the most valuable. So how do you unlearn? Okay, well, you actually have to learn to unlearn, okay? And I always tell people that, learn to unlearn. How do you learn to unlearn? I'll give you a couple of ways. First way would be traveling. When you travel, you get really to meet new people, you get to experience new cultures, new ways of living. Even in the last few months, I've been again back in Dubai. Even if we look at the last year, since January 2020, I went from Miami, went to Colombia, to Dubai, back to Miami, then to Ireland, home, then to Spain, to islands, then Mallorca, Ibiza, then back to Dubai in September, then in March to Greece, then back to Spain. Think of all the different cultures, all the different experiences, all the different people, all the different forms of communication needed, okay, to do that, to go to those places. And I've been doing that for 12, 13 years now, traveling all over the world. And that was the same when I worked on the cruise ships in 2009, all these different cultures all over the world, even working on the ship with people from literally all over the planet. So when you travel, it allows you to see different things, it educates you. Okay, it educates you on how other people behave, on how to interact with different people. And that's a great way of unlearning, because a way you might think of doing something, that's the best way to do something, you might meet someone or see someone else or something else do it in a different way. You might see a whole new approach to something. Okay, so traveling is a great way to unlearn and create a new pattern in its place. Okay, so learning to unlearn. The next thing is to meet new people. And that's obviously connected into the traveling, but when you have a conscious effort to network, to build relationships, it's not as easy obviously now with restrictions and that, but that's just an excuse. Okay, there's plenty of ways of meeting people online, but even still, when you're out and about, you can still make conversations, build relationships. That's a new way of learning to unlearn. Okay, again, back to my last video on listening. When you ask people questions and you listen, you actually start to understand how things work for other people. The best way to become a successful entrepreneur is modeling success. I have a video on that also, why you should model success. Look at people who have done what you want to do. Look at people who have walked the path you are walking, that are living a lifestyle you want to live, and follow them. Okay, at least try and get connected to them, meet them, speak with them, and then ask questions, look, observe, study, learn how they they do things. Okay, this is another way to learn to unlearn. And the third thing is just a philosophy, it's just a mindset, and that is just to be open. Okay, just be open. Make a decision to be open. Choose to be open. So many people are closed-minded. They're so caught up, they're cocooned in their own way of thinking. They completely live their life, to their beliefs. They're totally dependent on their beliefs. They're totally surrendered to their beliefs. And really they're prisoner to their beliefs, okay, because they have no self-awareness. These people, they're called assholes, okay? You meet them everywhere you go, you just know you can't have a conversation. They're so closed-minded, they're so locked up in what they think and they believe. Don't be one of these people, okay? And if you are one of these people, it's okay, but be aware and be conscious to now choose a different path, to unlearn that behavior, to unlearn that habit, and to choose a new, healthier, open way of living. So just be open. Be open to being wrong. This was something for me. When I was younger, I was always right, and still I probably have at some degree. Anyone who's kind of successful or who makes a decision or determined to be successful, you have to have a lot of self-belief, and sometimes that can cross over into thinking you're always right, and I can promise you you're not. And that's why you have to have good coaches, good mentors, good environment, good people around you to call you out on your bullshit. Because we have to learn from other people's experiences, and we should choose to, because there's freedom in that, there's power in that, and knowing you can't do it all by yourself. Okay, so just be open, choose to be open, and I promise you'll have so much more peace, but you'll learn so much faster. Okay, you will grow so much faster from other people's lessons, other people's experiences. If you can get a coach or a mentor who's done what you want to do for the last 10 years, and you can learn it in 6, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, or even a couple of months of coaching, why would you not do that instead of you wasting the next 10 years trying to figure it out yourself? If someone did something for 20, 30 years and then wrote a book that you could read in 5 hours, why would you not read the book? Okay, why would you not go to the event? Why would you not have the coach? Why would you not have the mentor? It makes no sense. That's your ego in your way. That's all your false narratives, false beliefs holding you back. Invest in yourself. Let me tell you, you will get nowhere without investing in yourself. You'll never make it I did a video on this, why you'll never make it on your own. You can never make it on your own. Not if you have lofty goals, not if you have big dreams, not if you want a better lifestyle than the average, not if you want to be the 1% of the 1%, okay? Not if you want to be truly successful and happy. If you want an average life, you can make it on your own. But if you want greatness, you'll never make it on your own. So stop bullshitting yourself, invest in yourself. Get the books, get the courses, get the mentors, get the coaches, okay, get the support. Put yourself in the environment, create the environment around you to serve you, to elevate you, okay? To accelerate your income, to accelerate your progress, to accelerate your growth. That's what's going to make the difference. Stop trying to figure it all out by yourself. You don't know everything, okay? So it's time to start unlearning some of your beliefs, some of your behaviors, some of your thoughts, some of your processes, some of your patterns. Unlearn. And the best way to unlearn is to learn new ways. Okay, travel. Don't allow bullshit in your mind, because I've been traveling for a year solid. My immune system has kept me healthy, and I have a autoimmune issue, you might say. It doesn't make a difference. I don't allow that into my world. I don't even like saying that sentence. Okay, don't allow it in. Be healthy, be safe, protect yourself, protect others, but travel. Flights are cheaper, accommodation is cheaper. Actually, it's not really. I've been in all these different countries. Accommodation is not cheaper now. It was last summer. But the flights are half empty, the airports are half empty. It's a great time to travel. If your country allows you to leave, get out of there. If not, escape in your mind through videos, through online courses. Just travel somehow. Be open, meet new people, continue to connect with new people, ask questions, network, be willing to learn, be willing to serve. How I got into better rooms, I call it, to higher levels of people when I was younger, is I'd always offer to value. How can I be of value? Even to this day, because you should always be trying to get to the next level. Always saying, how can I add value? How can I serve? And the third thing, as I said, just to be open. Make a decision, choose to be more open. It's going to set you free. Thinking you know everything, thinking your mind is the solution to everything, it's not going to get you there. It's a trap. That's your ego. It's a trap. Okay, so set yourself free by being open. That's today's video. I hope you unlearned some things. I hope you learned some things. Let me know what you took away from this video. What was the one thing in this video that stood out to you the most? What resonated with you? let me know in the comments. Send me a message also if you have any questions. My inbox is always open to hear from you guys. What's making the biggest impact? Like, subscribe to the channel, share this with somebody who you know would benefit, who wants to unlearn, who wants to learn new things. Share this. That's your gift to me. That's how you bring me values, by sharing this. It costs you nothing. And if you want to enroll in my new program, the Entrepreneur Code, or you want some personal one-to-one coaching, you can reach out, leave a comment below, or get me on my website, theaidenobrien.com. Link is below. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.